It says lost sound. Can you guys hear me?
We lost sound.
Oh, they could hear me. Jimmy Poppins says yes, he could hear. I missed what he named, but I think it might have been. Not sure what he named on the thought hemorrhage. We don't have our floor guy right there right now, I don't believe. Oh, do we?
We should see what's going on.
Charles goes ahead and pass the turn after playing the reflecting pool, and then he drew off the cryptic command. Vivid Land comes into play for a minute, and the Bogard Ram Gang that was bounced. Looks like it's going to be Broken's Ambition.
Yep, Charles is definitely getting control of this game.
Coming back into it. Bituminous Blast versus Land. So he'll lose the clash there, but can't believe he'll be moving that land anywhere. But Matt decides to put his on the bottom.
I'm a fan of Cascade spells. Usually it's a spell and another spell,
but there's no targets here other than Moonveil being his only possible target.
Yeah, I guess it's probably not very good, so why is it still in his deck?
Is this we came in at...
This is game 3.
This is didn't we? Oh, okay, so it's totally up there. I didn't even realize we were game 3.
Yeah, but it's up there. See, I'm on it.
The names change and everything. They're no longer Adrian Sullivan.
We don't have a picture of Adrian Sullivan anymore.
So we have Rune Halo. Unsure what that is named. Let me see if I can get that. Right, let me readjust the mic. Hopefully that's better. A Maelstrom Pulse hits the Johnny. And our reflecting pool drawn. Sitting in Charles' hand, Hallowed Burial looks like 2 of them. And the Volcanic Fallout. Oh, Bloodbraid Elf comes into play.
Hallowed Burial wasn't that good against hasty creatures.
And a Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, we get the Lightning Bolt, you.
The 6th damage, Bloodbraid Elf.
I think everyone's happy Lightning Bolt's back, right? Maybe not Charles.
And that would put him down to 6. With Bloodbraid Elf pending for an attack.
Thinking Fallout here?
Oh, so Ruined Halo as naming Anathomancer.
We are going to draw 2 cards in response to attack step, I'm guessing.
And he drew a land
a Fallout.
and a Fallout, which I believe he had, or I'm not sure if he had it, but I thought I saw one over.
I think he might have another one. I saw him draw that Fallout.
So that would put him down to 4, but still here. Oh, what did he hit him with? Was that another Lightning Bolt? I think it was another Lightning Bolt, and he's down to 1. Charles slowly gaining back control, but he's sitting at 1 life.
And I'm going to have to guess that there is some number of Fallouts in Matthew's deck. Or maybe there isn't. He's running 0 Volcanic Fallouts.
Oh. Matthew running no Fallouts in his deck with red mana.
But I guess he is... he's still in pretty good shape. He has him down at 1.
It's true. And he makes all of Charles' fallouts dead, and it looks like he drew another one. Charles flashes out his Plume Veil.
Well, I guess Charles can play another Rune Halo on his own.
Oh, Bituminous Blast.
Fallouts.
And this could be... Casting that could have been an issue.
And
he's going to target...
He's going to target him with the draw 2 card spell.
Wait, let's watch.
Maybe
he forgot.
Maybe he wants to draw 2 himself.
Oh! And instead of winning the game, he opts to draw 2 cards. Interesting choice.
It is. Well, I mean, draw cards is good.
You might draw another one.
You might, and then you just pay. Then you pay mana for that one.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's just Night's Whisper.
And Charles draws another Rune Halo.
Let's see if this costs him the game. Not
Rune
for
Halo. Well, knowing that your opponent's not going to target you with the Sign in Blood, is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah.
Signed in blood.
You just play Rune Halo, naming what other burn spells he knows he doesn't have there. He played 2 Lightning Bolts already.
That's about it for burn, other than Sign in blood.
I guess he named something hasty. What else does he have?
Yeah, he
has to name something hasty. What are the best odds here, considering he saw 2 Bloodbraid Elf, 2 what do you call that card? Lightning Bolt.
Everything else is just a creature. I
Savage
think.
Land
Well, he has
Blades.
He also has Ram Gang, which I don't see a answer right now.
Let me figure out what is that Halo naming. And that Halo was naming Thought Hemorrhage.
It's interesting.
I guess he did see at least one of the Hollow Burials from an earlier Hemorrhage, and he wrote that down, so... I guess the highest percentage of that is left in the deck. Passes the turn with no play again, and draws an Exotic Orchard, it looks like, from here. And keeps... Was it a land? I believe it was. Maybe it wasn't, but can't be sure.
Over in Charles' hand, or are we?
Over in Charles' land. Now Charles, he picks up
another sweeper.
Fire Spout.
And let's see if he
yeah.
targets him with the Sign in
Yeah,
blood.
so
or not.
Matthew drew Sign in Blood again, and
Let's see what
let's
happens.
See what does he want to do with this one?
He wants to hold it in his hand.
All right. And
He's gonna tap, and he's going to. Looks like he flicked it at his opponent.
No.
No?
Nope, the game's not over.
No.
And he chooses not to win the game again because he really would like to win with something else.
Card advantage is card advantage.
Luckily, they can't hear us. Oh, he has a Putrid Leech, but there's 50 ways to deal with that.
But Charles's hand is full of sweepers.
All right, so Matthew passes twice and winning the game, giving Charles extra draws. Probably, yep, it looks like Hollow Burial is going to be played right here.
What's map?
So Charles' hand I can see clearly right here, and it has Hollowed Burial, Fire Spout, Cascade Bluffs, and 1 card hidden behind Cascade Bluffs. Passes the turn. Matthew trying to draw something to win the game.
Again. Because he's done it twice this game already.
Ooh, and Charles draws a Broodmate Dragon.
This could be disastrous.
He could come back and win this game that should have been lost twice.
Charles making sure he can cast Broodmage Dragon, I guess.
I'm kind of hoping Charles draws another Sign in Blood.
Dig deeper in the deck.
And then win with a lightning bolt or something. He's like, finally. Taps all his mana, plays Brewbait.
Gets 2 4/4 flyers.
Alright, so this game is going to be ending.
So he has 2 turns to draw
Charles,
answers.
Matt draws a Maelstrom Pulse, I saw there.
So he has the kill one of your 4/4 flyers and gain some turns. Or
gets the Halos.
He goes with the card advantage play.
So does he have an Anthemaster in his hand? We'll find out
He
soon.
might have an Anthemaster in his graveyard. He's fanning, he's pointing at his 7th land. Looks like there's an Anthemaster in his yard, so that's it. That's
so he
the
found
game.
a way to win. He found a way to win a game.
Matthew has won this game 3 times.
Yep.
And I hear some laughter out in the audience, so I think they're
telling him he could have won the game.
Yeah, I think they're letting him know how many times he's actually won the game. So congratulations to Matthew. He moves on to the semifinals with his 5-color blood deck or 5-color Cascade deck, I guess.
Looks like who has him next round?
He will be playing against Adrian Sullivan.
Who do you want Sideboarding? You want Matt and Adrian just to sit there?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to be setting up our next feature match,
which will be Adrian Sullivan with his Merfolk deck versus Matt Landstrom, which we just saw playing his 5-color deck.
And the other side of the brackets, we have Matt Heflin playing.
He is also playing a 5-color variant. I believe it's also Cascade.
More Jund control.
It could be. I'm not sure, but I know Rob also playing Vivid Land and Reflecting Pools with Cascade spells. So he will be playing 5 colors. So we have a lot of 5-color decks left in this tournament.
Adrian seemed really confident about his chances against 5 colors.
Yeah, so far everything he said has come to fruition. All right, so the guys are gonna shuffle up.
Get ready.
I'm gonna get some information for you guys, get some deck lists, and let you guys watch them shuffle up, I guess. And we can answer some more chat, see if we. And JQL girl says Matthew needs to RTFC. And for you who don't know what RTFC means, it means read the friendly card.
Yep.
Because we like to read friendly cards.
He was probably afraid that he might give him something good to draw.
Hey, you know what? If I have the chance of drawing cards or just doing 2 damage randomly to my opponent, I'm probably going to take drawing the 2 cards under most situations. There are probably a few that I wouldn't, like when
winning the game?
Yeah, when you win the game. Okay, so we got the players getting ready. We're going to shoot to the action.
Yep, we'll switch over there. They're basically done sideboarding and reshuffling. Alright, we should be on that right about now. There's Adrian with his infamous giant penny. Decide who starts off the game. And so we got the list again here. Adrian with the Merfolk deck, and Landstrom with Matthew Landstrom with his Blood Braid, Jund Blood Braid.
So How does this matchup look for Adrian? I know he's pretty confident, but you see anything that would prove
Well,
otherwise, or is he right on the money? Or
I think
are we going to see him in the finals?
Adrian's going to be maybe even a little better here. He doesn't even have volcanic fallout, which is
So no fallout.
he does have Jun Charm, so I guess that's his fallout.
Yeah, it's not the same. No, it can get countered. This is more versatile, obviously, but the other two modes probably won't play much of a factor in this matchup. What are the key cards? How about sideboard? What do you think the sideboard
sideboard,
plans?
you got the Great Stable Stag, and if you heard Adrian earlier, he didn't seem too concerned of Great Stable Stag, considering he has Path to Exiles, and as he was saying, usually sits back there and doesn't turn sideways.
Yeah, I guess his plan is to be more aggressive and force the Stag player to play defense.
And what else? There's an extra Jun Charm in the board. And
It's kind of that's a helper, an extra sweeper.
And also, his board also features 3 Lightning, 2 Maelstrom Pulse, 2 Thought Hemorrhages. But that would cover most of his stuff. For Adrian, again, Preacher decks. I mean, we saw what he had earlier. Oh, he has Burnt Foretenders in his board if he needs those. Also has a Sleeps Paths, Markham Asylum. So he has a couple options to go as well.
Players are still shuffling. Got to make sure the decks are thoroughly randomized. And we're going to get to see the Adrian coin flip. I wish we had a mic out there so that you could also experience the great thud and clunk that is the coin. Actually, you probably still hear it on my mic because it's very loud. And I think he's going to do something to make it even louder. It looks like he's getting a little
feisty.
Yeah, a little feisty with that penny.
All right. So Matthew giving that one last shuffle, and Adrian's ready to go. So he's fairly excited about his chances here in this top 8. He's just eager to get it moving.
And more shuffling. Okay, so we got Matthew on the left, we got Adrian on the right. We are live from the PTQ for Pro Tour Austin. The winner of this tournament will get airfare to Austin, Texas, and we'll also get an invitation to play in the Pro Tour, where the winner of that tournament will get $40,000. It's a pretty good purse.
Yeah, seems good.
How many players did we have today around, or how many rounds?
Alan was here earlier, and he said that it looked like we had over 200 players here today.
That's a pretty big
a big turnout.
Yeah, a big turnout, and right now we're down to 4 players out of that 200-person tournament. So right now we have Adrian and Matt Landstrom playing, and we also have another match between Rob Thatcher and Matt Heffling.
And Adrian is the only one without.
Without 4.
Oh no, the 5 color doesn't have that.
He is definitely the only one without reflecting pools, I want to say.
Yep, no reflecting pools.
No reflecting pools, and I think he has a few Vivid Lands, maybe not with the new
I think they
M10. Nope, no Vivid Lands. He's the only one without reflecting pools and Vivid Lands left in the tournament. And according to his words on live on GGsLive, this is a favorable matchup for him. He
favorable
likes
top 8 for him.
Yeah. So right now it's Adrian Sullivan in 3 5-color decks. So he's got to be feeling good.
He's out his first hand. Or is that? Oh, it's in a mulligan already.
Yep. I think we have a efficient use of the simultaneous mulligans where both players are going down to 6. So I would believe.
It looks like that, and
This is a lot faster. And I guess just a few weeks ago, this same situation would have taken two separate table shuffle events into account, and then we would still be
Yeah.
shuffling. And now we're playing Magic. All right, this is the semifinals of PTQ Austin in Chicago, brought to you by Pastimes. We love Pastimes.
and a Putrid Leech comes out for Matthew first turn, or second turn.
And Adrian misses the turn one Windburst Heights
This is true.
and opts for the turn two Windburst Heights.
I'm gonna try to peek at this of what Adrian's gonna put under there. And let's see. Cryptic is on top of the pile right now. Oh no, it's not a Cryptic. It's one of the Lords. And of course, the card that he puts is the one I had least sight of.
Must be the best one. It's a good one. We'll let you know what's under there once he plays it. So,
Hopefully.
all right. So yep, the Ram gang. Turn two Putrid Leech. Turn three Ram gang. This is the draw that the 5-color Braid decks want to see, followed by a Blood Braid Elf. So we'll see if he gets the complete nuts draw.
And Adrian just plays a new Merfolk Lord.
So we have Matt is at 18 because he paid 2 life for his
At least we hope he
Putrid-
pays 2 life.
Putrid Leech, and Adrian's at 13, taking a whopping 7 from that attack. Which is, this deck can put a beating on you really fast, but we've seen this deck do a lot of damage in the beginning and kind of slow down.
Whimper off, another Putrid Leaf comes into play. Now Adrian drew a plane. Oh, was that a Plains or a Windburst Heights? It might have been a Windburst Heights. And mulls over his decisions.
Mr. Sullivan took another 7, so he is at 6. This is not looking good.
Now that Matthew Landstrom knows that his Sign Bloods could shock his opponent,
Yeah,
this might be a different game. He has more outs.
This would be a very, very different game now that he has more direct damage spells.
So Boomers informed me there was only 196 players at this PTQ, not 200.
196 players for a PTQ. It's still really good, and I'm happy to see big numbers in tournaments. I'm happy to see that the game is still going strong. Happy to see that you guys are watching us and you like watching Magic. I like watching Magic. Ray likes watching Magic, so we can all watch Magic together live with GG's Live. You can visit us at GGsLive.com. We do have a website. It isn't very pretty right now.
Right now, it just has this embedded on
Yeah,
it.
right now it just has our live stream embedded and probably some GoDaddy advertisement at the top. So we're gonna work
Visit
on that.
us soon or now.
visit us now. The chat's over there too if you'd like to look at that. Boomer's asking for a shout out. We gave you the shout out. You Boomer, you corrected us on the number of players in the event. Thank you. Boomer gets a shout out. Boomer Warp World.
Jackal Girl, that is 2 Putrid Leech and a Bogart Ram.
He has two Putrid Leech and a Bogart Ram gang. This there is actually a light that's in a very bad position for this table, so we will be telling you what's in play. Matthew has 3 land. One's a basic land. He has a reflecting pool and some filters. He has
passed his 4th turn without doing anything. Probably Cryptic.
Yep, that smells like Cryptic Command.
Tap down the team.
He's going to tap down Matthew's 2 Putrid Leeches and Ram Gang, and he's going to draw a card, I'm assuming. But he's thinking maybe he's not going to draw a card.
Thinking of bouncing. What do you think he's possibly bouncing?
Maybe he's going to...
The Ram Gang to tie up more mana again, or...
No, he's
going
to draw the card.
Reach in.
And
he takes
he drew the card.
And Matthew passes without doing anything.
So that smells like maybe a Bituminous Blast.
Could be that. It could be...
Could be just no play. Did he run out of sleeve? Maybe he's ran out of steam already.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be nothing else. Nothing else I can think of.
So Adrian was pretty confident about this matchup, but it's not playing out the way that he felt that it would.
We didn't see the draws that he had against his first round opponent, with his only play really of being the Cryptic Command and the Lord. No meddling mages or anything that could have helped. They'll probably name in this matchup.
Not sure. There's a lot of threats going on. There's a lot of diversity in the 5-color blood decks where you want to name something either to cut off their card advantage or
Your guys live.
something that stops them from killing a melee mage, which is usually the tip number one with playing a melee mage. Name the card that kills your melee mage.
And
We have
Maelstrom Pulse gets negated, which was targeting the Lord.
So it looks like Matt has run out of steam, but he still has a pretty good board position.
Looks like AJ's planning to trade his Mutavault.
Which would be a 3/3 because of the Lord in play. So he could trade for the Ram Gang, or he could double block a Putrid Leech. Looks like he's thinking about
Right here,
trading.
he's sitting at 6 life, so he has to block.
Looks like he's gonna block, force his opponent to pump. Actually, he just has to block because
Or maybe his harm's away.
This would be a very good harm's way, I would say, especially if, well, I guess there's no more. He's gonna pump right now, so it wouldn't be an opportunity to harm's way away the Putrid that isn't
true.
pumped. It's like he's pumping. He's paying to pump the leech that is being blocked by the Lord. And just so you know, when we refer to a card as a Lord, it's because there's a cycle of cards that are referred to as Lords that give creatures of a certain creature type, usually the same type that creature is, +1/+1. So it is referred to as a Lord of that creature type. And I believe it's also the creature type is actually Lord on a lot of those cards. So
Also, Harm's Way is Harm's Way is going to prevent the damage, 2 damage to Mutavault, send it over to the Putrid Leech to make sure it does indeed die, and leaving back the 1 Putrid Leaf that only came in for 2, it looks like.
I think there might have been another pop. I think.
Well, we'll get an update soon to make sure. Enjoying another win versus Heights. Let's see if I can catch this one this time. Nope.
Must have been either.
Just slams it down. It's a winner.
Either a really good one or the only 9-land card.
This is true.
Okay, and we have another Lord.
Another Lord here.
So it looks like
Matthew just drew another Putrid Leech.
Yeah,
Putrid
so-
Leech number 3, so
yeah.
we'll actually have a play.
yeah, and Adrian looks like he will survive another turn,
He's at 2.
threatening the trade if he attacks.
2, that makes Sign in Blood dangerous.
At least this game.
Yep.
Right, so we have the double block.
Trade for the Putrid Leech. And the other one that's just drawn was played. Sullivan with 2 cards in hand.
And he puts the
Hits
lucky
his
penny
deck
on
pretty
top
hard.
and gets a land, I believe. Nice lucky land, I think. Is he holding back Cryptic Command? Does he have Harm's Way? Nope. Shows him a bunch of land in his hand, and we're gonna go to game 2.
So the explosive job, Matthew holds, and Adrian, without much of anything that game, loses game 1.
So with Matthew up a game, Does that change his sideboard strategy any? We actually don't know what their sideboard strategy is, but let's say that were Matthew. I'd be bringing in those four great Sable stacks, because those are pretty good against
Then probably throwing away
all of the creatures in Adrian's deck.
Yep. He does have a lot of blue creatures, and Stable Stag is good against those.
Anathemaster is probably pretty good. I didn't see a lot of basic lands on
So it
Adrian's
looked
side.
like, let's see. I couldn't see two cards are taken out of his deck. Adrian taking out 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can make a guess of what after the number.
So,
It'll be obvious.
I would guess the Melamage isn't really that good in this matchup. There isn't a key card that you really want to name. There's so much removal. There's Lightning Bolts and Bituminous Blast, and Jund Charm, and your mages just aren't going to do anything. The way that the 5-color blood decks are built, there isn't one key card that is like the deck really needs. Right.
Yeah.
The best card that the deck has after sideboard is Great Sable Stack, but you're not going to leave your Melamages in just to name that, because your Melamage just isn't going to live.
So with Adrian, looks like he take out 7 cards, 4 Path of Exiles, 3 Sleep. Is there anything else we bring in here?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the Sowers. Not sure. Maybe the Mark of Asylum. He has 1 Mark of Asylum. And he has Forest Tenders. Forest Tender isn't a bad card in this matchup. There's a lot of the creatures, a lot of the hasty creatures are red. All of the removal is red. So it stops Anathemaster from dealing the damage when he comes into play. That's an option. So I wouldn't be surprised if he brings those 2 Forest Tenders in. So 2 Forest Tenders.
Yeah, but it looks like he's taking out 2 more. Like he heard what Rashad said, and he's taking out a couple more cards.
maybe I'm speaking too loud.
They are in the other side of the door.
We do have doors in between us.
We do have Adrian's list. I'm not sure if it's going to be posted anywhere.
We have the list. We don't have it as a file. We will have lists posted up on, maybe that's something else we could put up on GG's Live.
We could have GGsLive could have actual content, and we'll get all these lists to play.
Yeah,
up there.
That will be the first actual content. It probably will also still be the plain white background, because I haven't really started done anything web design
wise. People just want to see the numbers and the names of the cards. They don't care what colors they are.
Right.
So GGsLive.com, bookmark it now, and look for an update soon. We'll make sure we have the list up there. Matthew's hand does have this Great Sable Stag. Not sure about the lands there.
Looks like we got 2 keeps. All right, and we're playing Magic again. Leading off with the best turn 1 plays in the format, which is coming to play tap land. We're gonna reveal a Merfolk for the Adept, and another one for the Hub. So that the blue white land doesn't come into play tapped.
That's right. Adrian comes over 2, bring the life totals 18 to 20.
Starting the beats early.
Now Windburst Heights come into play. Adrian's draw seems a lot better than the last game.
I think he likes his draw. You could tell by the way he's playing. It's nice and brisk, and he's not going in the tank too long on these decisions. I think his hand's probably scripted, and he knows exactly what he wants to play.
Force Tender that Rashad was calling about.
And there we go, the Great Sable Stag, the format-defining card in M10. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it.
Maybe Adrian has a Path of Exile already.
Maybe we will see his plan in effect, where he just races the Sable Stag.
It's too early right now to race it, I guess.
It's hard to race it with your 1-1 and your 2-1.
But I'm sure he has lots of action coming to play, including one of
and
Thrasher.
and he has a Wake Thrasher, so that Wake Thrasher is going to at least grow to be a 5/5 on his turn because of the new no ticket mana burn rule. Removal of mana burn makes
And
that card very good.
Great Sable Stag. And
I hope.
I believe it was another Sable Stag, and it also looks like in Matthew's hand I can see a peek of Bituminous Blast and Jun Charm.
All right, Adrian lays another land. Nice. In his classic upside down so that the opponent can read the cards.
And he go ahead and cast the Lord.
That gives all of his creatures except for the Burgeon Forge Tender +1/+1. And he passes the turn. And that is 2 Great Sable Stags in play for Matt. Which, just like Adrian had predicted, will be on defense this game and in this match.
And doesn't seem to care too much about that.
Attacks with 1 to prove Adrian wrong.
I guess when you have 2 and only 1 threatening creature on this other side of the board.
Well, there's a couple of threatening creatures.
And the third one comes into play. This game
it might get out of hand. It's getting a little scary. It might be hard to raise 3 Great Sable Stags.
Can we give him a nice draw? So with
Adrian is not playing Curse Catcher. That is not in his list. He's playing 8 Lords.
And looks like Adrian has at least he has 1 Path Exile, so we're down to 2 Stags. And the other Stag was at the bottom of the deck. I'm sure he's going to magically find a way on its top. Maybe through some Bloodbraid and Cascading.
I hear Sable Stag is Bloodbraid's next best friend now. Next to maybe the 3/3 Haste guy, the Ram Gang.
Yep.
They are the best of friends. This is the semifinals of the Pro Tour qualifier for Pro Tour Austin. Coming to you live from Chicago. This is Rashad and we have Ray. And this is a Pastimes event.
Check out pastimes.net for more events coming tomorrow for free passes to Gen Con, Wizard World Chicago, and of course Gen Con itself.
And we all love Gen Con. Come and meet us. You can come and meet us at Gen Con if you don't already know. I'm guessing the 35 viewers probably already know me. It's probably all people who are Facebook friends or your Facebook friends.
3 of them probably know me. Unless you played Versus, then maybe you know me.
Hey, and Ray is quite the Versus player. Top 8 the second PC. The second PC.
Top 15, a couple of them too.
He's a Versus money man. I couldn't beat him even in practice. Practicing games, I used to think he cheated.
Adrian sends the whole team in.
Shout out to Rob Castro. Is that you, Rob? I'm guessing. Are you back in Madison? Are you still in? Hey, I got a yes back on the chat. All right. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. I hope you're enjoying the games.
So who is still saying anything?
Well,
is he gonna trade or is he gonna? Oh, not trade. Ooh, and another Lord comes into play.
And he's going for maximum damage.
Doesn't look like anyone's gonna be dying. And lands untapped.
And he gets to untap 2 permanents for some reason.
Oh, I guess this is when Merfolk looks like it starts to have a lot of stuff on. So he has 2 lords to play a Thrasher. And plays another Thrasher. Matt is going down to 7 life. After that attack, more lands on tap. And
This is when the Merfolk deck gets really scary, when it has multiple Regeries in play. So
Yep.
that every Merfolk it plays basically untaps 2 lands. So as long as it costs less than 2, it's free.
Yep.
So you can play just about every Merfolk in your hand.
You could even bring back Mutable untapped and have that sitting back to block these stags who probably are not going to be turning sideways anytime soon.
And your Mutable also 4/4 because you have 2 Regeries.
So with the insane draw that we thought Matthew had, it doesn't look like it looks like Adrian's fairly confident with his game state right now.
I think so. Although he's thinking about
Which to untap with all these triggered abilities.
It's tough being the Merfolk player. And someone's in a tank. I'm guessing it's Adrian.
Yep.
All right, and he passes the turn with a very good board position. Matthew only at 7. Adrian sitting at a comfy 17.
And without no real wrath effects other than
Gun Charm, which doesn't do anything anymore. It really doesn't do anything because there's a Force Gender sitting there.
And Gun Charm.
And there's the Gun Charm. Let's see if it does anything. Maybe it's putting 2 counters on. No, it got Force Tendered.
Well, you can't put 2 counters on stable. It's pro black too.
Yeah, so thought maybe he would put some counters on.
Unsure
That is a Kitchen Finks. So
Goes
he
up to
gets
9
he gets 2 life. He goes up to 9. We have to do something about this glare.
Go back to our original table with less glare.
And that Wake Thrasher is very big right
And
now.
Cryptic Command taps the team.
Shows him Cryptic Command, and he shows him his Wake Thrasher is a 10/10, probably bigger, and we get the concession. So
Drawing 3 stable stags against the basically all blue creature deck
just
didn't
not
seem
enough.
to be enough.
Just not enough. It does not beat a whole bunch of 2/2s and 3/3s that untap and tap things and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And
I think this is the first time we actually seen Adrian's deck go off in a sense where
yeah, this was definitely
the reason you play Merfolk
right.
like
This
turn that he did.
These are the kind of things you look for, and you're like, wow, this is
Yeah.
that's when you're playing your deck. You go, this is a fun deck to play.
Yeah.
When you
And you wonder why no one else is playing it. You're
Yeah.
like, why isn't anyone else playing this deck? I get a Cryptic Command and I get to play 50 things with 4 lands in play.
So let's talk about Gen Con some. So we decided to start doing the streaming rather like maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
wanna
casual
say.
talking.
Yeah, just and I know you were going to be at Gen Con even
Yep.
before we decided to do this. I know I was going to be at Gen Con too. I'm going to be because Pastime is going to be running the Magic stuff, and I
Yeah.
always help out every year. So as for Gen Con, what were you going to be doing prior to this new endeavor that we're trying to get going?
Well, really, I'd probably hang out. I used to go to Gen Con and play all the Versus Pro circuits, but with that down, probably hang out, check out the hall, maybe
Yes.
playing a couple events.
Yeah, now you don't get the free badge. That was the best part. I don't know if any of you guys played Versus competitively. Versus is it's one of UDE and UDE games, collectible card games. Pretty good game. I played it.
Yeah.
Played a couple of their pro circuits, but they would have UDE would have their big tournaments like their pro circuits, which is the equivalent of a pro tour for Magic. They would have them at conventions.
Yeah.
So it'll
We
be
got
at
free
Gen
badges.
Con.
Yeah, we did free badges to all these conventions.
Right.
It was cool.
Right, because
fun.
because all of the players who are qualified, they instead of those players having to buy a badge just so that they could play in the invitational only tournament, UDE
Yeah.
would buy a badge for everyone who was either playing in versus PC or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nationals.
All
I
That
think
was such a good perk.
yeah, I think they're doing the same thing for World of Warcraft because that collectible card game, and their minis game is doing pretty well
Yeah,
right here. So
still holding on there.
yeah, so now without verses to basically pay your way into the Gen Con, where you're gonna still get like the whole 4 day thing and just kind of bum around, or
I was actually not sure. I know I shouldn't be saying, but maybe just sneak around in tournament room and hang out with everyone there and then do the side drafts at night.
Not that we condone sneaking into
Yeah.
any room at Gen Con, because there is a cowboy.
And it's very hard to
There,
sneak in.
there's definitely the cowboy at Gen Con, which he'll catch you and he'll kick you out. All right, so we got Magic going on again, and we have the best turn one play again.
Windbriss Heights.
Yep.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Lightning bolt drawn by Matthew there, and passes the turn. No
and,
future leech.
Matthew isn't coming out of the gates like he would like to. I don't know. Is Matthew also playing Sigs? He's a little low on the 2-drops. He is playing Sig. Haven't seen one. He's probably boarded those out for games 2 and 3.
So Ramgang comes in for 3.
Although Sig does get the bonus does he get the bonus from one of the lords, or is it? I don't think it works like that anymore. I think all of the lords, now that they've printed, only affects your creatures.
Yeah, I think so. And Adrian quickly Path to Exiles Bogar Ramgang.
Declining, taking 3 damage, giving his opponent the extra land.
But there's not too many things he can excel into. A
Well,
quicker Bloodbraid Elf, I
The
guess.
Bloodbraid Elf, he can now Batuminous Blast any creature that he plays
Oh, man.
on this turn, which would also give him another play. And
Yeah.
if it's a Bloodbraid Elf, then it's
Then it turns really, really good.
yeah, then that probably wasn't the best path to exile. But I could see saving life.
Is the
because-
feed only being affected for one person right now? Is everyone else fine?
Yeah, guys, just if you're having problems with the feed, you can always refresh. A lot of times, locally on your computer, the feed has to constantly rebuffer, and I know when I've watched some Ustream feeds,
Yeah.
I've had to refresh a couple times.
Oh, meddling mages.
Another match. Rob Thatcher, I think it is 1 and 3.
Okay. All right, we have an update from our other semifinal. We have Rob Thatcher winning over Matt Heflin 2-1. So, and Rob is playing another 5-color. Basically, it's a 5-color with Cruel Ultimatum and Putrid Leech and Cryptic Command. So it's more of a 5-color control-ish with some Cascade.
Oh, and meddling mage names Great Stable Stag. Bloodbraid Elf came into play, and it looked like it revealed Sig.
A Sig. So the Sigs are still in, and it looks like this Sig is going to.
Oh, it was a Butiminous Blast, not a Bloodbraid Elf.
I thought that Sig was going to draw some cards right then. That would have been interesting if it was the actual.
Oh, Forge Tender returned too late.
Yeah, but
Is there another?
That Force Tender does not exactly alter this particular board position. It could alter some of the plays that Matthew had in mind for this turn. I see.
Definitely has a Bloodbraid Elf in him.
Yeah, so I'm sure he still plays it because you still get value out of the cards that you flip.
Looking for.
And it could be a Ram Gang.
Oh, there's
It's not a Ram Gang. If it were a
Putrid
Ram Gang,
Leech.
that would have been awesome. So he plays the Putrid Leech off of the Bloodbraid Elf.
Not the worst situation for Adrian.
Adrian's still looking pretty good. He's going to take one from the Sig, more than likely. And he still has a turn to develop, into something. The life totals are still relatively high, so...
Well, Forge Tender should just be going in front of Blood. Oh, Lightning Bolt to his face, to Adrian's face in order to draw a card off Sig.
Basically cycling on Lightning Bolt and dealing 3 damage.
Seems pretty
good. What if it's like Spark Spray, except you get to deal
Do
3
3?
damage?
Oh, so Path Exile is Sig, so he will not be taking 3 damage.
We don't have any extra card drawing here, says Adrian.
So he gets another land to Moreland, Burn Forge Tender will just go in front of his Bloodbraid Elf, and at 3 to Lightning Bolt, will just look like he was
Yeah,
no advantage there.
he already blocked. This was a he
Okay.
took. I mean, he took one from the Sig, but you plan on taking one for the Sig, but you don't really want to see your opponent draw a card from Sig. That's not the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Alright, let's see. Adrian, he draws a land, being short. It's another new duel.
It's one of the new duels, which I believe with Adrian's list cannot come into play untapped. He has 6 islands.
Oh, 6
so
islands.
most of the time it's just going to be a worse. What is the Merfolk land? Wandervine Hub? Is that what it's called?
Yep, that's it. So Adrian blocks Bloodraid Elf, and Future Leech is probably
Sure,
going
it's
to be
getting pumped. So we're gonna have a score 18 to 12.
Matthew goes ahead and casts Great Stable Stag. 2 paths gone. Adrian's running thin on outs to that. With 3 paths used, Adrian is probably feeling decent.
He definitely had the answers for the stags this time. The last game, his answer to the stag was to kill his opponent. If your opponent's dead, all of his creatures go away, right?
That's true.
So, and this time he has the 3 path to exiles, which you just got to do. Sometimes your deck accomplishes the same thing in different ways.
So with a 4 land in play, Adrian probably has some business now.
Adrian's in good shape. Especially
Sour's
now,
take
he's going to
Leech.
probably take the creature that he can't block for free.
Alright. So of course Adrian will sit back, and
Mhm.
we'll find out what happens.
And we have Jun Charm, which I think is going to prompt the response. Oh, the response is to just that is a fine spot.
That seems good for Adrian was happy with that.
The 3 for 1 for Adrian Sullivan. I don't know.
That seemed good.
I think he was expecting that Force Tender to stop the damage, but
Yep.
it didn't, and
Instead, the board's gone.
and instead it killed one of Adrian's
And,
cards, and that was it.
Matthew does look like he is not very happy with his play there.
I think he realized that
And
wasn't the best play.
Adrian plays an adept, revealing an adept, probably, and naming a meddling mage. Playing a meddling mage, and we'll find out what it's naming in a little bit. What do you see here? Probably a stag now that he's used 3 path exiles.
Well,
but
I mean, 2 stags are gone, and
2 stags? Was that 2 stags are gone?
aren't 2 stags gone? Or maybe not.
Well, his Bituminous Blast anyway, so it doesn't matter what he named.
I would have not left metal mages in. It's too many.
There's a stag.
Yeah.
So if he names stag, he can just burn 400 Bituminous Blast?
If he named stag, he still can't play the stag because the stag is being played right now.
Oh, alright. So he didn't name it. Oh, Meddling Mage named Jun Charm. Alright.
Adrian's wondering. He's thinking, how much is he actually scared of Jun Charm? And maybe he just wants to keep his 2/2 around. He is gonna stop the blast from killing his mage.
Alright. So Sable said with the life totals 18-12. Sable Stag does come in, reducing Adrian down to 9. He's gonna have to find an out for that sometime soon.
There aren't many in the blue deck, I have to say, although it is blue-white. And
Lightning Bolt takes care of Meddling Mage, and Matthew seems a little nervous. Add-up comes in for 2, reducing him down to 16. Adrian does a quick play, probably a draw card, revealing a Thrasher. And
he's hoping and he did get the land to play the Thrasher. Assuming it's gonna come out and play.
That could be it.
And there it is.
All right.
So that Thrasher is going to be very big on the upcoming next turn after Adrian untaps.
So with no does he have the Jun? Oh, doesn't look like he has a Jun Charm.
Does not have a play. He is going to be content with his blocking with his pro blue guy.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's +6 +6 for the Thrasher. And 4 mana cards being played.
It
Sleep.
is Sleep.
Ooh, Sleep.
This is not going to be good.
Looks like it's coming in for 12, I believe. If I added that correctly, I've been 12. It looks like Bloodbraid Alpha is drawn. Can this win the game?
It can.
No,
it can't keep him. It can't keep
Bolt.
him in the game.
All right.
Lightning Bolt can get rid of the Thrasher, and he can block the 2/1, which would leave him still alive.
Yeah, he'd be very much alive. If Adrian has another Sleep, though.
Basically, if Adrian has another anything,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be good.
So Adrian does not have Harm's Way in his hand. Or those might be gone. Sour.
And that looks
Taking
like.
the elf. And bashing
And he gets
for the win.
bashing for the win. That's it. Exactly.
Let's see if there's any
And
else.
he's looking. He's like, he can't believe it happened. And
Wow.
that's it. Adrian.
Congratulations, Adrian. Taking it a game and headed to the finals. Like I
Right.
said, was not afraid of Stag at all.
And Stag definitely has not.
It's not
beat him
bothered
ever.
him. He's 3 Stags were played against him in game 1. Stag was played against him in all the games actually, right?
I don't remember game 1, but
game 2.
Game
Game
2,
2, there was
they're out of the board.
Yeah.
So
Game 2, Stags were played.
all
Game
of the sideboarded games included multiple great Sable Stags.
The key moment there was the Jun Charm that did not really affect the board.
That basically 3 for 1 hit the caster.
So
which is not what you're looking for when you cast a Jun Charm.
yeah, not exactly.
You're looking for a 3 for 1 for the caster, not against the caster. So, all right. So we will be bringing you the finals soon.
Yep. So
Adrian, who predicted
that this wouldn't be a problem for him,
that this matchup is
favorable,
more than favorable. Looks like he hasn't sweat much. Game 1, he had a little hiccup against the Braid deck. The Cascade deck, but games 2 and 3, Matthew brought in great Sable Stacks, played 3 of them, and they chump block Wake Thrashers.
Yep, that's basically it.
And I mean, you don't get me wrong.
I mean, it's decent.
It's better than getting hit by a Wake Thrasher, right?
It was doing at the
But
time.
you know what? The reason that card was made was so that you put. Well, mostly so that you put fairies on the clock.
Yeah.
But it should. I mean, the theory is it should do the same thing against the Merfolk deck. But the Merfolk deck was a faster clock than fairies, I guess.
Yep, that was impressive. And let's look at the chat. Very nice hats.
Well,
From B Drago.
thank you, Ben Drago. I don't know if you were on. I mentioned UDE and the fine games that you all have given us. I know you know Ray from a lot of the Versus tournaments. So Ray says hi. I say hi. I love you too. Get all your buddies from UDE to join into the stream. Let's see if we can get 50. We've been teetering around 40 and 49. We're at the finals. We're not going to have much games left.
I love Boomer.
Ray greater than Rashad. That's fine. Ray's a good guy. Ray can be greater than me. You know what? If half the viewers say Ray's greater than me and the other half like me, you know what? Then we got a good webcast going on, right?
Yeah, I'm glad our stream. Getting props on our stream. Everything.
Thank you. This is the pilot episode. This is the first time we've done this. We put it together basically in a couple of weeks. Not even.
Pretty quickly.
It was pretty quickly. We were inspired by some Street Fighter tournaments we saw.
Street Fighter Live being broadcasted on your stream.
Why don't you tell them about those tournaments and let me go get this match set up because
sounds good.
we're gonna move them off of this shiny match. So yeah,
Alright.
yeah, I don't know if you watched the big tournament that was in Vegas, but I know we both watched the one that was in Arizona, Devastation.
Devastation tournament in Arizona for Street Fighter fans. I actually don't play that much, but for some reason I was sucked into watching it for a couple hours, and it was pretty interesting. And I just mentioned to Rashad that it'd be pretty cool to catch all the mid-level gaming, like the PTQ level type of events, and any of the other events that are similar like that. Have a live stream of it going on, and I'm sure we would find people who would enjoy watching it ourselves. And with our viewers going up now, it does seem like that is the case. So I'm glad everyone came here, and we do have official confirmation, and we will be doing some events at Gen Con. So any requests for events you'd like to see there, anything else you'd like to see in the future for a show, just let us know. Again, thank you Pastimes for hosting this event and allowing us to have our first pilot episode. So check out their website to look for future events, pastimes.net. Some of you, whoever's watching on their site, I know they embedded our video there. Hello to all of you. You could also join us in the chat on ustream.tv/GGsLive. And come join us, make a name, chat along, and hope everyone's enjoying the show. We moved them to another table with less shine on it so we can see the cards a little better. We're not having too much problem, but anything to make the stream even better for you guys.
So did we talk about Devastation?
I just gave them the quick rundown of how I don't play Street Fighter, and but I watch it for hours.
You know what? After Devastation, there's you know about it. It's called
Evo,
Evolution.
yeah.
Evo. That's basically the worlds of Street Fighter fighting game tournaments in general. I used to go every year before I.
Rashad used to be a master. At the
yeah,
time.
then I got old. It's hard to keep up with Street Fighter. Like Magic, you could kind of let it go and then get back into it because
have other people catch up to you.
Yeah, it's all a mind. It's all in the mind. But Street Fighter,
your fingers don't move as fast.
Yeah, it's in the mind and it's in the fingers. And if you don't keep your fingers fast, those young kids, they're fast. Oh man. But anyway, so Evolution.
I heard that the big gun won.
Oh yeah. It came down to the two people. It came down to the finals that everybody wanted to see. Daigo Umehara, which he's probably the most famous Street Fighter player in the world. He's from Japan. He's been playing Street Fighter for a very, very long time. He's probably as old as I am and 1,000 times better than I am, beating up on little kids, all the newbies.
Probably makes a living just off Street Fighter.
He does. He's a superstar. He comes here and he's treated like a superstar. And then we have Justin Wong, basically, who is the United States version of, well, I wouldn't call him Daigo. Their play style is very different. But basically his results are, you can't deny his results. He won 3 tournaments at Devastation, 3 different games. He top 8'd all of the tournaments at Devastation, I want to say, except for one he played in, that he just played in for fun. He won 2 tournaments at Evolution. And so these 2 are playing in the finals. 20,000 viewers on Ustream. And the finals were going on 2 in the morning. I was up at 2 in the morning watching the finals with the other 19,999 people who were doing it, and it was awesome. It was an awesome finals, and actually,
man, it made you want to do this stream even more, right?
It did. It got me so much more excited just for bringing live coverage of anything to people. You know what? I mean, I want to also do Street Fighter and other games, you know.
Anything else? There's a lot of events in the Midwest that we'll be able to do.
Right. We could just go around and do some coverage and, you know, bring everybody some good games live. Okay, so we got Magic starting. On the left, we have Rob Thatcher.
Left, that's Adrian right there.
Oh, Adrian's on the left? Oh, sorry. We have Adrian on the left playing his Merfolk deck versus Rob on the right, who is playing his 5-color deck.
Similar to the matchup we just saw last. Essence Skater took out Putrid Leech attempt, and a Meddling Mage is being played right now.
It's Metal Mage it's a hard card to play in this matchup, I think, because there's just so many ways that Metal Mage is going to die, and if your Metal Mage can't stick around, then it's just a 2/2. It's just a Grizzly Bear or whatever the new Grizzly Bear is called. I don't remember.
But when you hit the goods, it's
very
good.
Oh yeah. Very skill intensive card.
Anthemander comes into play and deals a big 1 damage.
That's not what you want that guy to do.
The anime guy, we are in the finals of the top 8 of PTQ Austin in Chicago, Illinois, hosted by Pastimes. Adrian untaps and mulls over decisions. Rashad doing a quick fix to the camera angle. Oh, Rashad messing with the view. Excuse the view for a second. Excuse the view. Let me figure out what was going on real quick. All right, he was doing some work. Get people to freak out over here.
Did you get that close up of the island? I wanted everyone to see that there was an island in play when Adrian Sullivan sang. You know, because I mentioned before that he didn't have any.
So he wanted to zoom in close because you guys didn't know that's an island. So Bogart, Ramgang, and Anthemander is coming in, and Adrian is thinking about what to do right here.
Wait, Adrian's in the tank? What's going on?
It's a new thing.
It's a new thing he's doing? Thinking about his plays?
Thinking about your plays is okay at sometimes. This would be one of the times. Probably if he's mulling over it, it's most likely he has Harm's Way. Otherwise it happens or it doesn't. Right? Oh, okay. He doesn't have Path to Exile main. So
there isn't a lot of things he can do. But, you know, I mean, Rob's deck is full of... He's got some counter spells, so he's...
So... let's see what happened here. Wait, how did... There you go. Meddling Mage traded off with... Alright, Meddling Mage traded with the Bogart. He prevented the 2 from the Anthemander, did the 2 to the Bogart Ramgang, and to kill that off. Now another Bogart Ramgang is played. As Adrian passes turn, this time he has Harm's Way, preventing 2 from Ramgang and doing it 2 to an Anthemander. Adrian draws a land, another island.
Adrian's doing a good job of monopolizing the table space. I don't know if you noticed that. I think he's trying to say something here. That you don't have permanents, so, you know, this table's mine.
He's pushing him closer and closer to the edge.
Pushing his cards closer and closer over the edge.
Meddling Mage. Oh, let's see.
So, creatures are going to the
Ramgram comes
graveyard.
in, and Putrid Leech trades for the Ramgram that was stolen by Sour. Bloodbraid Elf, always a nice card to draw.
It's almost like drawing 2 cards.
Ooh, there's a Cruel Ultimatum. I believe there's only 1 copy in his deck.
So that
Anthemander
does another
not the
one.
biggest hit.
You know what? Adrian said that the only decks that he was afraid of, the only 5-color decks were the Animaster ones, the Animaster's one. The Anathemaster ones.
Anathemaster,
yeah. And so far, these Anathemasters have combined for like 3 damage total against them.
So he should be pretty happy about his draw.
Anathemaster. I like that. Anna the Mancer. I think I am going to call it Anna the Mancer.
Anna the Mancer. He plays Anna the Mancer and a Bloodbraid Elf.
I think it should be double N though. Anna the Man. Oh, Anna the Man, sir. I like that one better.
Anna the Mancer.
Anna the Man,
During
sir.
all the Anna the Mancer talk, Bloodbraid Elf gets countered by Cryptic Command, netting Sullivan with a card. Comes in again with.
Shout out to GQL Girl for the cool name for.
Jackal Girl. She explained it to me earlier.
Is Jackal Girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackal Girl.
Anna the Man, sir. But we're gonna spell sir with SIR. So I'm gonna even make it a little bit better, just a little bit, but you still give credit. So the life totals 15 to 14, and Adrian's thinking about something.
Well, he did reveal the add up, which is Meddling Mage is going to be played first.
Yeah, that's a card. That's a fair card to think about.
So with Meddling Mage, what do you think he names? Over here we got Rob's list. Is he?
There are so many things to name.
Is he naming removal or is he going to name creature?
He's looking. He's trying to figure out.
Bogart Ramgang comes into play again. This would be number 3.
Sometimes you draw 3 of something. Sometimes it's on Great Sable Stags. Other times it's 3/3 Withering Haste Guys. And Meddling Mage does his job, which is block something in this matchup. So we don't need to know what that Meddling Mage is on because it's been removed from the battlefield.
Yep. So yeah, let's see. Life totals now is Adrian at 12. And that was Thrasher coming into play, which might have Bogart sit back.
That's usually what the Thrasher does. It makes things stop attacking. So the winner of this match, this is a 2 out of 3 match, is going to be qualified for Pro Tour Austin. And when is that's happening? Probably in October, I want to say.
Well, is that a third Bloodbraid Elf being played?
We got a third Bloodbraid Elf.
Yep.
Hey, you know what you mill through your deck. So
yeah.
you have a better chance of drawing more Bloodbraid Elves, right?
Must be it. Probably
and we have a
trade there.
And we have a Sig. He doesn't want to draw a card. He doesn't want him to draw a card, and he's leaving a man back. Adrian taking advantage of the no mana rule, the no mana burn rule.
The absolute land makes his Thrasher bigger. His Thrasher gets +5/+5. Add up comes into play, revealing add up, drawing a card. Not sure what he drew there. Adrian's a little harder to see his hand. Island. He only has 6 basic islands. He has 4 of them to play, which is good against the
2
Anna the Mancer or whatever name we came up with it now.
Anna the Man.
Anna the Man. Sir.
I think Rob has 2 or 3 of those. I think 2, at least 2 in his graveyard right now.
Yeah. And they don't feel like they're going to be doing much of anything.
It's a good shot of the Adrian Sullivan penny and the little box of trinkets that he always brings. It's always good playing against Adrian Sullivan, especially if you're playing, say, a 5-color control deck, because then you don't have to bring little
tokens, right?
Yeah, you don't have to rip up little sheets of paper. You just go, hey, can I use your little tombstones, your little coffins, your little piggies, and whatever else he has.
Oh, shout out to Pastimes in the room, Pro Tour Austin. It's in October, week after WoW Worlds. Again, Pastimes hosting this event, PTQ Austin.
Hey, look at that,
Chicago,
WoW Worlds.
Illinois.
You know what, Mr. Drago, if you're still watching, if you like what you see, we could bring this to some WoW Worlds.
Yeah, sure.
It's a possibility. I want to bring all the good games live to all the people who want to see it every game. I like watching every game.
The people that want to see it, then we want to Go
Hey,
ahead, broadcast it.
I want to see it, so that's enough. If I want to see it, I'll stream it for you guys.
So the Winter
Hey,
Tides.
look who cracked 50 viewers.
Oh my!
Now,
Our guest amount is at 62.
Yeah,
actually.
we'll talk at Gen Con.
Oh, 51 viewers. We
51.
are over.
Oh
over the
my!
mark. Oh, that viewer left because he heard us talking about them.
The Dark Moon Fair Vegas. Let's do baby steps.
Vegas. We
But,
can. I can figure
Yeah,
out going to Vegas.
I'm sure I wouldn't mind being there. All right, so we got Adrian. He's still thinking a little bit. He's got a pretty good board position. He's got a couple of 2-1s being held back by the 1-3 Sig, as well as the 3-3 Ram Gang.
Yep, Black Leader tomorrow at Pastimes is a qualifier. Last one, I believe, for that tournament. Oh, Cryptic Command.
Is bouncing.
Which is a card that Adrian's last opponent did not have.
Right. This version is more controlling, more blue sources, 4x Cryptic Command, Cruel Ultimatum that we saw get milled down. Other than that, it's still the basic 5-color blood build, but with more blue for Cryptic Command, a few less of the other cards.
So this is interesting now. Adrian mulling over his decisions. If you've never heard us say that before.
He's a very cerebral player. Let's just say that. He probably wouldn't be very good at Street Fighter. You don't have time to think.
You just got to be down, diagonal, forward, A. And stuff.
Yeah, while you're thinking, you gotta. Yeah. You know what? Maybe we'll have a stream of me playing some Street Fighter in the tournament. You all can see me lose. How bad I am now.
Still beat up on the kiddies, don't you?
I can still hold my own a little. All right, so Rob finally gets a turn, and
plays a reflecting pool.
Plays that's a good card. That's a $30 card I hear now. And he is all
Only for
in.
a few more months.
He's looking to draw some cards, I want to say. Not afraid of harm's way, I'm thinking. He's thinking about taking it back. Thinking about, maybe attack him.
Or maybe he's saying, are you going to double block him? Oh, alright, so Rambium comes in by himself. No. He's still thinking. So, looks like Adrian said something there, telling him to pick his attackers first so he could decide how he'd like to block.
Maybe we'll see some double block, and then we get to see some M10 rules in effect.
Yeah. Not really, because they're both adepts, so he's like, what should you kill first? The adept.
It's a little bit different. No.
Alright. So he finally ups only to attack with Ram Gang. So, and Adrian, it looks like...
Going to his specialized note-taking technique. It's actually interesting. It's
not sure how it works.
Well, each one of those boxes is basically a slot of 4. So if he sees a card and he believes it's a slot of 4, he puts it in the little box. So that's noting that you have 4 of that card. If he makes a section in there, see the Bituminous Blast, he goes, oh, there's probably a 3 of, and there's a 1 of somewhere else. So it's actually pretty interesting.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have the time, and nor do I wouldn't remember to do that note-taking throughout the entire game to take advantage of it.
So,
we got it.
Mancer comes into play, doing 3 damage.
Looks like 1, 2 damage. He's got all of his islands. He's a pro.
Oh, 2. No, he had the Windburst Heights in there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Adrian is sitting at 9 life. Alright. And there's 2 Thrashers. Okay.
Those?
This could be this could really change up how this turn's gonna go now. But with looks like
Agents and getting in his life was pretty low. He's in danger of getting burned out by Anna the Man.
Anna the Man, he does have 8 mana with 2 in the yard, 1 in play.
And that one's definitely chump blocking.
Yeah, truly blocking something.
He says he doesn't care. He probably has Cruel Ultimatum.
Oh, we saw him. He only has one in his deck, and we saw him cascade it to the bottom.
Oh, he doesn't have shuffle effects.
I don't believe he used anything if he does. So what was he representing there by attacking with the Sig? Oh, I see. Never mind. Forgot how small those guys are right now. And lays down a Putrid Leech.
And Rob is doing a good job of pushing his cards out of the screen so that we can't see them, because obviously two players can't play directly across from each other.
They have to play somewhat constructed. Oh, and Cryptic Command. Oh, and a Gate counters Cryptic Command.
That's always a stinger.
Alright, so he has 4.
Those
We'll
are...
if he has Cryptic Command in hand.
If he has anything
Does he kill him? Cryptic Command kills him, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sig, give him pro, and then kill.
He can give them pro color of that one creature.
Yeah, and then comes in.
Pro, yep. Pro black or green. Pro black or green.
Probably name.
Attack with my huge guys,
Oh!
and we're packing them up.
Wow.
Adrian
with the one.
He's liking this. He could smell the blood.
He smells it's coming close. The win is there almost.
He wants to go to Austin. I know he loves playing at Pro Tours. I would have been right there with him in this qualifier if I thought I'd be if I had the chance to go down to Austin. But you know,
Busy man.
Yeah, I am.
Had to save the vacation days so we could bring you Good Games Live.
Yeah, bring you Good Games Live. Maybe from Worlds. You never know.
Yeah.
Just days 1, 2, and 3. You know, I can't get it. I can't step on the toes of the wonderful Bruce Towney and his very official lights, camera, and action for live streaming. But you never know. Maybe one day we will be the next Bruce Towney. Maybe? No?
We don't have the accent though, right? Is that the guy's accent?
No, he doesn't have an accent.
I was thinking of that curly dude.
Curly haired dude with an accent.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is because I don't know anyone's name.
No, well that helps. All right. Well, I'm glad we talked about that a little bit. Yeah, we figured that out. He's like playing way down here, and he's playing way up there. Can they play in the same place?
If they can't, I guess we'll survive.
If not, I'll just zoom out.
Which one do you want to see?
I don't care. Well, him this way actually. Just a little bit. Wait, wow.
I wonder if that's part of his game. You know,
Did
that
they get
Adrian likes to play his lands in front of it. This guy likes to play slanted from
Yeah.
his opponents.
You know what? Everybody has to get an edge somehow, right?
Yep. That was a really good win by Adrian. It didn't seem like things were going as planned, and
So remember that time this guy was at 1 life, and then somebody flipped up Signing Blood off of.
oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and then they drew 2 cards.
Yep. And then he drew, if you missed that earlier, this guy's opponent earlier round was at 1, and he cascades into Signing Blood, and instead of killing his opponent, he targets himself.
You know what? Drawing cards is good.
Yeah, but then a couple turns later, he draws another Signing Blood, and his opponent is still at 1. He targets himself again.
Because you have to dig for the win.
I agree. Drawing cards is fun. I like to play decks that draw cards because it's fun, regardless of what it does to the game state.
Sometimes that card is just Night's Whisper.
Yep. People are saying Night's Whisper with a little bonus. You forgot about the little bonus.
Yeah, he just needed Night's Whisper. A little harder to cast. All right, so what's going on in Adrian's mind right now?
All right, so Adrian, if he sides similarly to the last time, we can expect. Oh, where did his deck go? Ready? Forget what he. We have everyone but his deck probably. It's probably the last one. Oh, here it is, right next to me. So what did he do last time? Last time we saw him bring in the Forge Tenders, and did he bring in Sleep last time?
I
think he did tap down the team, didn't he? At least once.
I think Sleep.
So he brought in Sleep
right.
and Path of Exiles, and I believe it looked like he removed harm's way because we didn't see any of those games.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of creature combat
Yeah.
or damage that's really relevant to bounce around. Like there's Bituminous Blast, which does
Yeah.
way too much
Yeah.
to effectively save your guys. And other than that, I mean, he doesn't really have a lot
Yeah,
of.
so probably seeing some Sleep, Forge Center, and Path to Exile again. And maybe though one of the Mark of Asylum.
I got a feeling that's got to come in. It's
Yeah.
got to come in for like in some decks. And isn't this the deck?
Probably. He does because in his opponent's deck, that's him right here.
Yeah.
He does have Stags in a board and Volcanic Fallout and Caldera Hellion. So he does have multiple things in there that Mark of Asylum would be beneficial
A benefit,
against.
yeah.
Beneficial against.
I missed it. Did we flip the penny at the beginning of this?
I missed it too.
I mean, I didn't hear it, so.
Not sure.
You know, I think it would be very refreshing for the Merfolk deck to win in the sea of 5-color control, which is obviously the deck to be, the deck to play, the deck to play against, to be prepared for.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the most played deck in this tournament.
Yeah, also.
Even at Nationals, the Nationals results, those results don't lie.
Yeah. Lots of it was played there, and then I'm wondering, the Japanese Nationals had a big boom of the Elves combo, and then after that automatically teetered off once people knew about that. Though I heard Osip did win the. I heard he won
the LCQ. He won the PTQ at Worlds.
Last week. What was going on last week? Did he win something?
There was a PTQ at. Was it at Nationals?
Oh, at Nationals, yeah. He won the PTQ at Nationals with the Elves deck, even though it seems to be dropping off in popularity after.
It's still a really good deck. It's very solid. It's mono green, so gets a thumbs up from me. I love the forest, but it's still no time sieve deck.
Yeah.
Still not time sieve.
Taking extra turns is fun, and ignoring your opponent for the most part. Alright, so
we are starting, and looks
the
like
opponent keeps, and
Rob is
touching his
keeping,
deck.
and Adrian.
He looked like he's keeping too.
Yep.
We're
starting.
Vivid Land.
And the classic turn 1 drops of.
Vivid Land and Windburst Heights.
Yep. Of coming to play tap land.
So let's see what Adrian has. I only could make out the last card, which was okay. So I know the last card. I believe it's a Harm's Way.
Okay, Elves combo is not mono green. It's green white. I apologize, but I still love it. I love some green white too. Too bad.
And the card that we
and the one of that we've all been waiting for has hit play. I think it's actually gonna play a role in this game. But
he does have outside Maelstrom Pulse.
But
if a Maelstrom Pulse isn't hitting that other than other targets, I guess he's happy.
Yeah, it's a one of. It's never going to get 2, right?
Yep.
So a Great Stable Sack comes into play.
But as we saw in Adrian's second match, that didn't seem to be much of an issue. It was a mere annoyance at the time. Stag comes in for 3. And Adrian
the card is Mark of Asylum. The card that we were speaking of, that is a one of in Adrian Sullivan's sideboard. It says prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to permanents or just creatures you control. Probably creatures you control.
Yeah, creatures you control, I'm guessing. Could say permanents, I'm not sure what to do. And Sour takes Putrid Leech.
Yep, and
he has a blocker. And since Mark of Asylum
doesn't stop
Doomblade. And Doomblade is actually
I think that might be a one of in the main or something like that.
That's a one of in a sideboard. I don't see a Doomblade main deck.
Well, it took out the Soul or a Temptation, so it did its
job. They're
trading
trading their one ofs. Mark of Asylum and Doomblade, both one ofs are being played here. Adrian is down to 14. Oh, and Adrian passes a turn. What can he have here?
This isn't looking good. Is he gonna
Cryptic Command.
Cryptic Command?
And draw into the nuts?
I mean, what else?
Or...
He's picking up the pen. Is he baiting them?
Interesting.
I do that too. You pick up the pen,
Yeah.
and then they do something, and you put the pen down, and then you respond.
That's pretty interesting. What would he be playing around right now? Path of IBS harm's way.
I'm not sure what's going on. He doesn't have a lot of instants right now. That
Oh, and another. I didn't even realize he was stuck on 3 land.
doesn't seem to matter. He's got the beaters.
So Mutavault's gonna come in line.
Yep, we got the Mutavault. Is this a trade?
Rob's sitting a little further back, so I can't even peek at his
So
hand.
this has to be harm's way. There's no other reason to block like this.
Rob does look like he had multiple Bloodbraid Elves, so if he ever reaches 4 mana.
Changes his mind. Wonder if this was still by choice somehow.
Probably, does he have double blue here? I mean, triple blue, he can't. Oh, he
And
can't
we
cryptic
are we're gonna set him back on
Yeah,
land.
That seems good there. Bounce and draw. Not sure what he drew there.
Up to 68 viewers. Thank you guys. We are streaming live. PTQ.
68. Oh, we were as high as 71.
Yeah, this is PTQ Austin in Chicago. This is live. This is the finals. Adrian Sullivan on the left with his Merfolk deck versus Rob Thatcher on the right with his 5-color control deck. Adrian's up a game right now. If he wins the next game, he will be the Pro Tour Qualifier champion. He'll be invited to Pro Tour Austin. He also gets his flight taken care of, courtesy of Wizards of the Coast.
If you missed it earlier with our interview with Adrian, he felt very confident with his top 8, noting he liked his chances against braid decks. I mean, 5-color decks, but doesn't seem too happy with his position right now.
Yep. Rob just played a Bloodbraid Elf and cascaded into Bloodbraid Elf's partner in crime, basically. The
Bogart?
Yep, the Bogart Ram Gang.
And looks like something is getting Cryptic Commanded.
Cryptic Command. We are going to counter something and tap, maybe.
The Bogart.
We are countering that, and we are tapping the team.
Yep, and leaving back Mutavault to block Bloodbraid if he wants.
Yeah, we're going to trade. Seems like a fine trade.
Alright, so that seems fine right there. Putrid Leech and Stag still sitting there. Adrian just drew Meddling Mage.
Basically a 2-2 for 2 in this matchup, in my opinion.
Alright. And I wonder what he's going to name. Oh, Rob is at 18 from a Putrid Leech. So we missed 2 damage from Rob earlier. And 4 damage from Adrian earlier. So updated life totals. 10 Adrian, 18 Rob. And Adrian still has not played many Merfolks today.
And the Meddling Mage is naming Bloodbraid Elf. So
Which
no more Bloodbraid Elf shenanigans.
And which seems actually good, because I believe I saw one in his hand. And we're going to do some...
Meddling Mage is stepping in front. He's going to take one for the team, looks like. And another Cryptic Command. 3rd Cryptic Command from Adrian.
So he pays 2 life and
Gets his creature bounced. This is how blue decks win unwinnable games. You draw 3 Cryptic Commands and you're back in it.
Oh, Maelstrom Pulse gets Mark of Asylum.
He gets rid of the Mark of Asylum, that pesky Mark of Asylum.
Now to see what is in store for it looks like, what did he draw there? Definitely look like a Merfolk.
I think it's a Regery. Looked like a Regery. I think he also has
Looks like
land in his
holding back,
hand.
yeah, holding back some land. All right.
Well, the game's pretty much still pretty even. Adrian's at 7, and we have Rob 14. And it's a fallout.
Right. Looks like this game will be over somewhat soon.
Not looking good for Adrian. Probably going to have a game 3 coming up.
Oh, shout out at MTG Aaron on Twitter. Thanks for the tweet. And welcome to all the viewers that are watching through there. Come follow us at GGsLive, GG's Good Games Live. On Twitter, check out our website, which right now only has this embedded, but we should have the deck list on there later this week. And that's
also,
GGsLive.com.
We'd like to thank everyone watching at pastimes.net too.
Yep.
The lovely organizers for this PTQ. And a couple of, well, more than a couple of events at Gen Con. A couple of events coming up. Wizard World.
Wizard World's coming up. They're
There's
hosting events there. Hosting events at Gen Con. And
yep, visit pastimes.net. You not only can you look at this stream live, but you can also see all the upcoming events and have some fun. We won't be having a Grand Prix soon. But this is Grand Prix, and I believe the Nationals 2 only approach the best of 5. Oh, yes. This is 2 out of 3. So the winner of this game,
yep, this is Game 3.
Winner of Game 3 will be our Pro Tour Austin champion.
Looks like Adrian is making some adjustments for Game 3. And they're shuffling up. Looks like he's almost ready. Looked like a meddling mage came out and a sower came out. Not sure what came in though. Oops, 74 viewers and climbing.
Oh yeah, shout out. I don't know if anybody decided not to play in the
Grand Prix Boston?
Well, not the Grand Prix per se, but there's a big catchphrase tournament, I guess, going on at the Grand Prix also around this time. So if you decided not to play catchphrase and you decided to join us and watch our Top 8 stream, thank you. We love all of our viewers.
I am a big fan of catchphrase. That would have been a tough choice.
You know what? I've never played catchphrase.
You've never played catchphrase? Well, I guess in Gen Con I'm bringing catchphrase.
Well, I'm sure multiple people will be bringing catchphrase since that's becoming the new thing to do in your Magic like Pro Tour and Grand Prix off time. It's I guess the last at Nationals someone brought one and had the biggest crowd ever. So now they had like a 3-on-3 tournament at GP Boston. I wonder how that's going. Does anyone have
catchphrase is basically a taboo, but you don't have words you can't say.
Yeah, and it's like you pass the disc around like a hot potato.
Yep.
And it has a little buzzer, and if it buzzers with it in your hand, then the other team can like steal points, stuff like that. So it's sort of like taboo. I like taboo a lot, but catchphrase goes for the hot potato approach also.
No, don't forget money drafting. You know, I see money catchphrasing now.
Moving the old money catchphrase. Oh wow,
man! That's catchphrase. Phrase.
I'm sure that'll develop itself over time and probably be in effect at maybe Worlds or something.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that'll be interesting at Worlds having Americans and non-Americans playing catchphrase. I think we have a slight edge.
Probably. I think
one.
As long as we keep it all English, then yeah, it's not even close. All right, so we're about to get going. Adrian's doing his pin jab. I haven't seen him do that in a while. Actually, that's the first time I've ever seen him do that. But
We're just gonna every action is gonna
every
be an
action,
Adrian action.
it is an Adrian action. Adrian's taking over this tournament. He's showing us why he's not afraid of 5-color, and he's
He
in it
says
to win
that
it.
he was undefeated, did 2 draws, and his only losses prior to the top 8
Was calling a judge on
was
himself.
calling a judge on himself for forgetting a D sideboard.
That's a pretty impressive record for any tournament of any type.
So 8 rounds, flawless victory.
Do we have a mulligan from Rob?
Did the viewers out there catch the mulligan from Rob? We missed that as we were talking to a judge who peeked in for a second.
But we got action now. Well, by action I mean a tapped Vivid Land, and what's this? This is a Meddling Mage.
Meddling Mage.
And yes, Rob did mull down to 6. Plays a second Vivid and passes. So Meddling Mage gets to do some combat.
Yeah, we'll find out what the mage named in just a moment or two.
And that's the lovely picture of Meddling Mage.
And Meddling Mage named Putrid Leech.
Putrid Leech, which is it's a threatening card, even after the M10 rules, which everyone says, Putrid Leech isn't as good, but look how many Putrid Leeches are in our top 8, how many were in the top 8 at Nationals. So it doesn't seem to affect it that much.
Yeah, Putrid Leech you were pumping before combat most of the time to get there anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have the most optimal play of always dealing the 2 damage to the 2/2 and then pumping it. So.
And Stag comes into play in turn 3.
Oh, Adrian snuck out a Mark of Asylum.
Yep, Mark Asylum back in there. What you saw was pretty good until it got Maelstrom Pulse, holding back a Volcanic Fallout. And this 3-mana spell is floating 2 mana.
Floating some mana thanks to the Vivid Lands having such a impact on Standard, yet being kind of difficult when you need certain colors for certain spells.
And for a change once they rotate out.
Yeah, I think Adrian just wanted to have white mana, so I don't know that he has another play.
No, he Path Exile. He tapped 3 lands though, right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what else.
So he'd have to have some mana floating for another Meddling Mage.
There we go. We were waiting for the swamp to get fetched.
Meddling Mage this time. Let's see what he's gonna name. We'll get that in a bit.
The Stag just it got Path exiled. So we got a Sig.
Sig coming to play.
Sig.
And Meddling Mage is names Great Stable Stag.
So we have a Meddling Mage on Putrid Leech, a Meddling Mage on Sable Stag, a Mark of Asylum, and 3 land for Adrian Sullivan, who is currently at, I think he's at 20 and Rob's at 18.
Rob's a little lower now. He just took he's at least at 6. Oh, Rob's at 14. We missed some damage in return.
And we have Rob with 6 land and a Sig River Cutthroat.
6 land. Oh, 6 land and do nothing is interesting.
That looks like he has probably some sweepers that don't do anything right now.
Yeah.
Probably a Cryptic Command. I don't know if he uses it just to save 4 life. I think he's content with using his wall of Sig to just hold off one of the Meddling Mages. Or maybe threading some other card to help kill it. I don't know if he has. That's the only thing he has is Fallout, but
Did he have Bituminous Blast? Our list were needed a.
Yeah, I think he does have Blast, so. So Adrian passes the turn. He's content to just bash.
Sitting back, probably Cryptic Command with 3 cards in hand. Three land. Galen, did anything? Swamp. No counters look like they were removed.
Yep, this is game 3 of the finals. PTQ Austin in Chicago, brought to you by pastimes.net. The winner of this game will qualify for Pro Tour Austin with a chance to win $40,000.
Yep.
That's
And,
first place, and prizes go down to top 64, and even that guy's getting $250. So there's a lot of money that Wizards of the Coast is giving away for this game, because they love to see you all play.
No, so Maelstrom Impulsive being played again, targeting Mark of Asylum. So this is pretty interesting.
He's that Mark of Asylum has been a thorn in his side. The 1X, the one copy that Adrian has in his sideboard, has come into play early in the turns, games 2 and 3, and Rob evidently has to get rid of it so that his sweepers are, effective.
Yep.
I'm guessing this is a
Volcano
Fallout. Yep.
Well, Harm's
Sure.
Way is pretty good right here.
Yeah, Harm's Way actually is one way to negate a Fallout, especially in this situation.
And it kills his Sig.
It saves both his melee mages and kills a Sig.
If he has Harm's Way, that'd be really good. Think he'd be thinking this long for Harm's Way? Think he's thinking that long for Harm's Way, or nope, this guy's just
Maybe he wants to save his Harm's Way. I don't think Harm's Way stays in this matchup.
He had it in the last game. At least a copy of it. So Sig gets Path, so
The old Adrian 1 card extra cut. I have to ask him why he does that. I don't get it. Alright, so Adrian, 5 mana,
Ooh.
full price Silver Adept.
Looks like he drew a land right off that.
Sometimes you have to pay for it all, right?
Yep. He said draw some card.
It's almost like a Muldrifter. And we get rid of all the Sable Stags in his hand once the Melee Mage is gone.
Alright. Now hit 2 Stable Stags on the other side against 1 Adept here. What is coming to play? Forge Tender and Sower. Sower stealing nothing, of course.
Three mana of various colors.
Jun
and
Charm.
it's a Jun Charm.
So, Forge Tender's in place, you could be sitting that way.
And it is just a 1/1. Stags get in there for 6.
Alright. Life totals are 12 to 10. And another card's being played. Two
Future Leeches. So those Melee Mages were holding off a fistful of cards.
Alright, he sits there empty-handed, but his board is filled with...
His game is there, right there.
Yep.
There's his game. You see it? 2 Future Leeches, 2 Sable Stags, and Adrian is leaning back in his seat. He can't be liking this right now.
Nope. But he sends in both his men.
He figures he can't play defense because those guys don't block very well.
And leeches are going to have to use their ability if they want to live.
And is that a double block? Was that what I saw? I guess playing around Harm's Way.
Life totals 12 to 8, and Adrian... Oh! Takes a Sower. Oh, okay, so Adrian has taken the Future Leap with his Sower, and this game's gotten a lot more interesting.
A lot closer. And he puts the penny on top of the deck for
Glad to
luck.
bring you all a really tense finals match here. Game 3 of Pro Tour qualifier Austin in Chicago, hosted by Pastimes. Check out pastimes.net for the event they're holding for the Gen Con qualifier tomorrow, along with Wizard World and
Wizard World is sponsored by Wizard of the Coast. That's
yeah,
their
the Wizard World
yeah,
event.
that's their convention now.
And Gen Con for more events by Pastimes. Alright, so only one stag comes in. And that would bring Adrian down to 9. And 1 card in hand.
We are attacking for 4 in the air. Rob is down to 4. Time's running out for both players, actually.
Yep, it's gonna go down to the wire. Adrian with 2 cards in hand. No idea what they could be right now, but very interesting match.
He plays a win, Brisk Heights.
And we are trying to take a sneak
not
peek.
sure. It's going to be a surprise for everyone. We'll see if Adrian has a combat step that can reveal what that actually is. I can't wait to see.
Yep. So Adrian can block a stag.
Actually, he can't block the stag right now. Is he taking 6? Is there more spells? Looks like a Bloodbraid. Looks like Bloodbraid mana. No, that's a Bituminous Blast.
Targeting the sword that was holding off Putrid Leech. So this is interesting.
Yep, he's blasting the Sower that is controlling the Putrid Leech.
And a stag comes into play.
And
I believe this was end of turn. So the card he drew with no cards in hand was the Bituminous Blast. So Adrian will need a Cryptic Command to live through this. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was not end of turn.
Adrian's a little excited.
Pounding his deck.
We might get marked cards no pattern after this game's over, which would be the end of the tournament. So he's thinking, is it a good card?
And we're seeing.
And I think this might be it, because Adrian didn't do anything in response. He has no answer, and Rob Thatcher says he still has these.
Oh.
So
winner.
Rob is the winner. He is qualified for Pro Tour Austin.
Adrian did make it deep, and unfortunately, the Stags still. I guess Stags. Blue didn't really make a difference.
No, not really, but there are 4 stacks. Maybe it takes 4 stacks to beat Adrian Sullivan.
Yeah. Adrian a little disappointed.
A little excited. Gonna just, shake the camera up a little bit.
Yep, 4 stags right there. Adrian felt that was close. I guess Bituminous Blast Peel was nice for him.
Hey, you know what? Whenever you need a card to win a game, and then you draw your card and it says Cascade in the rules text, you're probably pretty happy, because that card is probably going to do what you need it to do and then some. So,
They're happy. Yes, I am Adrian Sullivan. It looks like, and you're
Yeah, we got. Yeah.
It was Rob Thatcher.
Oh, did I have?
It was Rob Thatcher.
Well,
the winner was Rob Thatcher.
My apologies to Rob when you watch this later. I do know your name is Rob, and we all said Rob during the cast. So hopefully I didn't confuse too many people when we were saying Rob. Surprised the chat didn't catch that. Usually, the chatter. The chat, they usually, whenever I mess up, they're quick to get on it.
Quick to find it.
Sure, Rob. All right, we're gonna get the winner. we're gonna get Rob.
We'll get Rob in here.
We're gonna get Rob.
I guess we'll listen to
talk
Rob.
to Rob, and after we get an interview, we're
then we'll be headed out here right after that.
Yeah, we're probably gonna cut this. This is fun. This is good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do this again.
Hope you guys all enjoyed it.
But don't leave yet. We're not done.
We're not done.
We lost 20. We lost 20. I think 20 of them thought we were done. No one wants to hear. No one wants to hear Rob. We're gonna talk to Rob a little bit, see how he feels about winning Pro Tour qualifier, and see what he says. Or maybe we're not gonna talk to Rob.
Maybe
maybe Rob's a little too excited, And I actually am on a bandwidth restriction. Because this was a last-minute fix for the Hilton's internet not being as good as it should be. So we are going to we're gonna sign off with that.
Right.
Congratulations to Rob. We'll be seeing him in Pro Tour Austin. You never know, maybe we'll be there covering some of his games. He's here. He's here.
Oh, all right. So we'll see Rob.
We're gonna stick around. He got in. All right, Rob. Congratulations, first of all.
Yeah, thank you.
Is this going to be your first Pro Tour, or tell us a little bit about your Pro Tour history?
9 PTQ top 8s, 2 finals, never qualified.
Wow.
This is number 10.
So this is sweet number 10.
Yep.
And congratulations. Hope you have fun. You're going to be in Austin, right? You're not going to.
I was going to go no matter what.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have like friends, family down there? You're a big trader now?
Yeah.
That's good. That's always that keeps the game alive. That keeps the economy going. So how'd you feel in this matchup? We talked to Adrian a little bit earlier, and he
was pretty happy about playing 5-color decks.
Honestly, like my deck, I call it the Burnett Special because it's Burnett's always known for taking decks that are like way outdated, never test playing them and winning PTQs. That's basically what this deck is. This is like basically the Junt deck that was around in, I would say, Spain, other than a few cards that are new.
I think we have not the best microphones here, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I mean, it seemed fine. Like we were like, I don't know. I was gonna play 5-color here, and I don't go to FNM, so I went to an FNM, which seems like a terrible place to practice. But basically, I watched this deck. Somebody else play this deck, and he just wasn't losing to anything. And he's like, just ship this deck tomorrow. And I just switched a few things up. I put a 4th Anthemancer in the main deck, and put Crater Hellion, wherever the hell that card is that does 3 damage. The red creature?
Yeah.
Put that in the sideboard, and the only game I lost is to 8 pro black creatures deck.
So, I know it's early to ask, but have you thought about things that you would be playing in Austin? I know that you just qualified, but even, sometimes people think, this Pro
Urza's
Tour
lands seem absurd.
You like Urza's land and extended?
Yeah, I like counter spells and Urza's lands.
So are we going to see you playing
I don't know.
some version of Tron come
It depends.
Austin?
It depends. It depends on how nasty the aggro decks are. If they're really nasty, I don't think the deck's great. But I think cards like Chalice of the Void are by far going to be one of the most broken cards in that format. You look at all the decks that are around, like just now, like what's going to go into that without any printings. Chalice at 1 or 0 shuts down a lot of crap.
Cool. All right. Well, we are actually kind of running low on time, so I'm going to leave you to celebrating your win, getting your prize and getting things settled up. Again, congratulations on finally winning a lot of top 8s, and you finally got there. I'm looking forward to see you in Austin.
It's gonna be good. Hopefully they'll rape that shit.
Cool. Hey, take it home. Win top 8 another tournament. Just keep the streak going.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like I was almost to the point like where I pretty much quit the game. Like I was pretty much 99% done with the game, and I'm like, I'll rip up another PTQ. If I wouldn't have won here or even top 8, I probably wouldn't have played the game ever again.
All right, well that's that. This is a good thing to keep you going.
Spending 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week back in like the prime when I was making all those top 8s, like, I mean, it just didn't seem worth it when you weren't winning. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know how it feels.
Yeah, I've been there. All right, so we're gonna We're gonna end this like that. We're gonna end this stream.
End the stream.
Congratulations again.
Check out GGsLive.com for. Hopefully, we'll try to get the deck list up there in a week or
we'll,
so.
We'll get the deck list up there, and we're gonna have more games for you live. We're gonna be at Gen Con for you.
Yep.
Never know, we may actually show up at Wizard World. There isn't a lot going on there, but we'll see. There might be something.
There might be a couple things that
maybe
people
we
want to
can
see.
cover something other than Magic games. There's a lot of stuff going on at that convention. All right.
Thanks for everyone watching.
All right. I'm Rashad, and
This is Ray, and
that was our awkward sign off.
One thing absurd
what's
in
it?
this, just for
Keep it clean.
it will be Show Palace, if you know what that means.
So if you know what that means, 20 cool points. All right. So thanks and goodbye.
Thanks everyone. Take care.
Yep.
Bye all.
Cool. That's it.